Good morning, how's everybody doing? Today I'm going to talk to you about why I think Tampa Bay is a great family vacation destination. And I'm going to do that by explaining to you the location of Tampa, the cost comparison, and also the things that you can do inside Tampa itself. But first, I want to begin by having you close your eyes and imagine warm, sunny beaches, sand between your toes, perhaps a beverage of choice in your hand. The kids are out running around, and you're doing all this pretty cheaply and without being secluded to some island. The only thing you can do is go to the beach and run around the hotel and buy expensive gifts. That's what Tampa is. The first thing we're going to discuss is location. Location of Tampa is in the center of Florida, not really center, but the center left of Florida on the Gulf Coast. And that puts you relatively close to other things to do in Florida, not just the beaches. If you wanted to go to Miami or Jacksonville or Tallahassee or the Everglades, but if the beaches are what you want, it provides plenty of those. Two I'm going to talk about is St. Petersburg and Clearwater. St. Petersburg is a beach that you'd go to if you want to go to a relaxing environment and just kind of go suntan or maybe watch the kids swim and snorkel around or just walk around and pick up seashells. It gives you the opportunity to do that in a relatively calm place. We've been there, I know from personal experience. Or you can go to Clearwater, which is a little more hustle and bustle. It's going to be a lot more crowded. It has the name brand of it, of Clearwater, and there's just parasailing. There's the activities that the kids can do on the beach, like face painting and the blow-up jungle gyms, those things that you have the constant air flowing through, and you have the pirate ship that's right down the road that you can go out and pretend you're a pirate for an hour. It has a little bit more restaurants because of the name brand of Clearwater. So there's that. And if you're not into the beaches and you want to go to the biggest destination of Florida and perhaps the world, arguably, is Disney. Disney is a big draw, and you're only about a 2-hour drive when you're in Tampa. Now, some people are going to say, well, why don't you just go to Orlando, which is a good argument if Disney's the only place you're going to go to. But even then, the cost comparison between Orlando and Tampa favors Tampa. That's our second point is the cost, and I used the best places comparison, bestplaces.com, and it equated that Orlando is about 10% more expensive to go to than Tampa. And your cost comparison is the living. And I know you're not living there, you're going there to destination for vacation, but you got to factor in the fact of dining, you got to factor in transportation like rental cars and taxis, and probably hotels, and it favors Tampa over Orlando. And also the fact of just flying in there, looking at cheapoair.com, it's $72.66 cheaper on average to fly into Tampa compared to Orlando. And the three cities that I used were St. Louis, Chicago, and New York. And we're also going to talk about things to do in Tampa. That's my third main point is the activities that you actually do in Tampa and not use Tampa as a launch pad. So the first thing is Busch Gardens. Busch Gardens is like Disneyland. If you want to go and have fun on roller coasters and the kids want to go on petting zoos and whatnot, you can do that at Busch Gardens. It's going to be a little bit cheaper down there in Tampa as opposed to going to Disney World. If you like sports, well, Tampa's got professional sports. It's got college sports. It has football, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and it has baseball, the Tampa Bay Rays. And the University of Central Florida is also there. So if college sports are more of your thing, you can check that out. And if watching sports isn't your thing and you want to actually do it, you can go into one of the golf courses that Tampa has, and because of the year-round weather is nice, you can go just about any time that you want and use one of their nice golf courses, or you can use the weather to your advantage, play tennis and go bike riding and whatnot, and also the beach sports they have like parasailing. But those are just some of the things that you can do that are actually inside Tampa. So we've talked about the cost, we've talked about the location of Tampa, and we've talked about there's the things to do while you're at Tampa. And I realized I gave you a bias list, if you remember, but there's so many exciting things that you can do for relatively cheaply, and you can use it as a launching pad. So go out there and have some fun, and don't take my word for it. Just do it yourself. Thanks a lot. Bye.